Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So I've had this property now for probably 3 or 4 weeks, and in that time my mission was to kind of reopen this road, which was an old logging trail. It was really grown up, and I opened it quite a ways back, but pretty much my main goal was to come in here to be able to set up a temporary camper, which I did. I just bought a really cheap pop-up camper off I think it was Facebook Marketplace for $100, so couldn't beat it. So I was able to open up this road and get that camper in there. With that camper in there, it lets me be able to stay here and work on this property and do the things I need to do. So with the road kind of cut in a little bit and the camper there, now I can go on to my next project, which is to set up a camp up top near the road. So right up there's no logging roads and nothing, so I'm making a brand new road. And today I was just kind of marking it out, trying to think where to put it, because I don't want to cut like big mature trees. So part of my goal for this property is to long-term timber value, as well as hunting, have an off-grid homestead in the way back, and then have like an on-grid, probably like a workshop, a steel building or something close to the road where I can get power. So that's what I'm going to do today, is kind of mark out a road and go check out up top and see what we can come up with. All right, here we are, we're up top, and that's where I've been parking my truck just the last couple of days, because it's been really rainy and the road got a little bit of muddy and I don't want to wreck the road. So I started doing a drainage ditch over there, but I wasn't able to finish it. I didn't have quite much time. But last night, look at this tree fell down, and before the rain came I was parking right here. So good thing it kind of rained, because my truck would have been right there and that tree would have been right on top of it, probably dented the heck out of it. But good thing I parked over there. So scoring that, I got pretty lucky on this one. All right, so this is what we got. The road's probably maybe a good 100 yards down there, and this is what I got to work with right up top here. It's nice and flat. It's going to be a really nice spot to put like an on-grid place. I can see the power line right there. I'm probably gonna buy one pole, because I don't want to be right up against the road. I'm not sure how far you can go with a power line without having a pole, but I don't know what it costs, maybe 3 or 4 grand just to have a pole. And I'd rather just buy one pole from the utility company, put it in, and be maybe 100 yards or whatever. I'm not sure the distance you can be, but I want to be one pole away from the road is pretty much what I'm saying. So from here I just need to figure out what's the best route to go into the woods over there. So I've been kind of walking around, and it's pretty much up to the landscape how I'm going to build this road, because I don't want to dump a huge amount of money. I mean, you can build a road wherever you want, but if you're going to go through wet spots like this one, this was kind of like a wet spot, so I took the backhoe and just dug to see if water would come in, and it did. So I know this is all wet and it's holding water. It's not like draining anywhere. So what I got to do is keep making a trench going all the way down here. And I started another hole here which held a lot of water. So this whole area is wet. If I wanted to build a road going through this, I could, but now I got to do a lot of work at culverts and rock and all types of stuff. So it's better for me to kind of see if I can find like a higher ground where I don't have to do all that kind of stuff, just to keep it a little bit cheaper, But yeah, this right here is where it got really wet. That's why I parked my truck right there. But I took the backhoe and I made this little ditch right here, and it seems to work good. And just temporary, I just came over here with a shovel and just dug this out right here. So it's still flowing pretty good just out into the woods. Eventually I have to put a culvert right in there, but I'm just trying to figure out which way all the water runs and the way all that works. So pretty much right here is probably where I'm going to start the road, because it's kind of higher ground. It is still a little bit wet right here, but I'll have to I don't know, I guess I'm gonna have to do a culvert and dig drainage ditch there. I mean, it's only a very small wet spot here, so that's probably what I'm gonna do. But for the rest of the way, it's kind of going uphill. It's all high ground, so I just have this one little wet spot right here to worry about. And I kind of put some ribbons here, and going all the way up this way, it's gonna be a nice gentle uphill with not very many wet spots at all, just a couple. This is just a little divot in the ground here, but I can take the backhoe and fill all this up. Actually, this does look like maybe an old logging trail. Actually, yeah, that's exactly what that is. Okay, so there is a logging trail up here, but I'm not going to follow it. I'm going to go pretty much straight through. My other ribbon's down across there, so this is gonna be a nice dry uphill slope. So I think that's what I'm gonna work on. All right, well, cool. So yeah, I was up in the woods in here trying to make that new driveway going up alongside the road, and my little ditch right here kind of filled up. So, and now the road's like really muddy. So I was gonna take the tractor in and start like working over there, but before I do that, before I really tear up this road, I wanted to put a little culvert in. This little stream needs to be a lot deeper, but if it gets a lot deeper, then I can't really drive back and forth, like take the tractor and drive across it. So I went and got a little bit of culvert here, a Home Depot. That's the biggest that they had. I really should do like probably a 12-inch. All right, first scoop. I need both hands to kind of do this. It's really hard to do it one-handed. So here we go. We're gonna make a ditch. Cool, just a little update here. Got the water kind of draining out of here, nice and slow coming through, and I dug this out in the road here for the culvert, so it's flowing pretty good, but over here there's not really too much of a place for it to drain. So I don't know what I'm gonna do, because there's a big tree right here, so I might just dig behind that tree or in front of that tree, and you know, just be able to get that water out. But for now, I'm just gonna kind of let this drain. I'll put the culvert in, rebury it, so I can take the tractor to the other side and, you know, make like a little pathway for the water to drain out. But yeah, I think it's going good. I think this will work. Help keep this this road here dry. As you can see, it's still really muddy, and I want to do the best I can to kind of take care of all this mud in the road here. And, you know, hopefully this little drainage ditch will work. You know, it's probably dug down maybe 12, probably a foot or so, maybe, I don't know, a little bit deeper over there. And you know, so long as the water drains out and goes out, it should be a dry road, hopefully, sooner or later. So yeah, I'm gonna finish this up. I'll put the culvert in, lay it out, bury it back in, and then I can get started on my driveway going up that way. Well, I think I got this as good as I can for right now. It's just about all the way drained out, just still a little bit of flow going through. I dug that out a little bit more, made it a little deeper so the water would go in there. There's a lot of clay here, so that water's gonna have a hard time like soaking in, but yeah, that's the best I can do for now. As soon as I can cross, I'll come around the corner here with the tractor and maybe dig, you know, a little trench out this way so it can drain more that way. But for the meantime, that's where I'm at. So what I got here, this is the stuff I just got at Home Depot. Sells it. Oh. ADS. It's 4-inch by 50 feet, single wall, high density. You know, that's all they had, so that's what I'm gonna use. I probably should put like a 12-inch culvert in here, just to do, you know, one and done. But you know, I don't know how long this will last, but whatever. It's no big deal to dig it back up if I have to replace it. All right, there it is. I just kind of threw it in there. This stuff does not want to go straight. It just kind of keeps curling, but it's kind of roughed in there. And as I go, I'm just going to start out using the rake here and kind of maneuver this and spread some dirt on while I do it. And I'll come back and cut the ends later, because I'm not sure how much pipe I need sticking out. So I'm gonna just try to kind of straighten it out as I go and make sure it's kind of straight and angled correctly, you know, kind of angled down so it doesn't get clogged. But this is a two-hand job, so I'll get back to you. So I put a little bit of dirt on it to hold it, and I actually wound up dig cutting it to let water in it to like hold it down, because you know, it was all full of air, so I figured get some water in there and help it kind of go down. So kind of roughed in, so now I can I'll use the tractor and push the dirt back in. Alright, now I'm just gonna kind of push the dirt back. Nice and gingerly. There we go. Push this straight back. That's all there is to it. Now I'm just gonna keep pushing all that dirt back, filling that hole, and then we'll continue on the road. Well, I got majority of the hole filled in pretty good. I used the hoe part here, the bucket, and I pressed down really hard and kind of did the best I could to compact it, but it's still really wet mud. So it's not going to be good to drive on for a while. But I'm going to turn the machine around and use the bucket and grab all this stuff and smooth it out nice with the bucket. There we go. Well, I used the bucket here and kind of did the best I could, but this is all mud. Yeah, unfortunately this is all real, oh man, that's really nasty mud. Well, obviously it would have been a hell of a lot better if I just dumped a whole bunch of rocks right here, but I don't have any rocks. I'm just backfilling it with what I got. You know, this will dry. I'll turn it around. I'll use the hoe and like really compact it down the best I can. Well, for the time being, I'm going to use these four-wheeler ramps here. These are ramps that connect to a pickup truck, so you can put your four-wheeler in the back. So I got 2 of these, and just for now, I'm just going to put them over the mud instead of sticks. And I'm just going to use the ATV to go across this just for a couple days. And I'm just going to, you know, it's not supposed to rain, sun's out. Maybe this will dry out just a little bit over the next few days, and I'll be able to drive over it. But for now, you know, I don't want to mess it up. I got as good as I could. I packed it down with that hose best I could here, but it's still all mud and muck. So yeah, so I'll put those ramps down there, and then, you know, I'll cut off some of that, and I'll cut off some of that, and we'll see if water flows through here. Hopefully it will. Let's see here. I'll cut this one right about here. Well, I came up with a different idea. I was going to cut it right there, but I decided to cut it and kind of butterfly it open. And I'll put a rock on it, and then that way maybe this will help you know, keep leaves and muck out. I don't know, it's just kind of an idea. You know, if it's like that, and some twigs and sticks go on top and leaves or whatever, maybe it gives it more of an area to kind of catch instead of going in the pipe. But I don't know, it's an idea. We'll see if that works. But yeah, I'll just put a rock on here, and I'll just do that for now, and then once this puddle dries up, I can get in here and clean it up a little bit better. But for now, that's what I'll do. And this side here, I don't have to worry about that. I'll just cut this side out. Well, that little piece is still kind of curling up. It's kind of got memory from when it was in that roll, but hopefully over time they'll go down a little bit. There's nothing really flowing. I guess that's the max it is right now. Oh, let's see this side here. So it looks like when I was putting the pipe in, it might have kind of came up a few inches, and because there was mud and muck when I was crawling in there, kind of made the pipe come up a little bit. But I think it'll be good enough. It'll work. We'll get some water flow when it gets really high. If not, we'll just dig it back up and do it again. Well, it's not really draining that great. You know, I thought it was gonna be better. I thought it was gonna drain everything, but I think when I put this pipe in, when I was in there like pushing it down, the mud got like underneath of it, so the whole thing kind of came up a few inches. So I probably should have dug it, you know, maybe 6 more inches down than what I thought. Because that way when I put the pipe in and, you know, I'm walking around in there and the mud kind of came in, it would have, you know, been a lot deeper than I put it now. So there's no flow coming out right now, but, you know, I mean, it's down there a good foot. So this is probably the max that the water is going to collect like it is now. So if I get more water coming in, it'll probably flow through. But yeah, I don't know. You know, just a little side project. I didn't really expect to do this today, but in order to get the tractor across, you know, to start working on my other driveway, I figured I'd get this done. But kind of opened up a can of worms because now I gotta wait for it to dry, but that's okay. I gotta cut a bunch of trees in there. I don't really need the tractor right now, so we'll give this a few days to dry, and I'm gonna go over and over into the new driveway area, and you know, I'll just start cutting some trees, or you know, doing whatever. All right, well, that's it for now. That's it for today, because you know, it's getting dark, so I'll pick up back tomorrow. Hey everybody, what's going on? I'm back at it. It's a brand new day, and today I'm still continuing trying to make a driveway today. I can't get the tractor on the other side. I was going to start the driveway in where my truck is on the right, where that white birch is. I was going to go start that way, go in and make a big loop and come back out, but since it's all muddy there still, I'm kind of waiting for it to dry so I can drive the tractor over without messing it up. So today I'm going to start the road on this side. So basically, you know, you're gonna have your truck and your camper, you're gonna drive down this road, come here. This is all nice, dry, flat, and right on the other side of this pine there's kind of already like a little clearing. I won't have to cut down too many like big or mature trees, so I'm gonna have it kind of come in here, and you're gonna take your truck and your camper and go this way and kind of make like a big loop and come out back there where the truck is. The reason why I want to kind of have the entrance or exit way here, whatever way you want to go the loop, because there's that nice stream. That's where my pop-up is. I'm on that stream right now, but right down here is a nice stream. So if I make a road right here, I can make a couple like campsites in along that that stream that's there. So in case I got like friends or family, you know, want to come over and, you know, do some camping or something like that, they can come on in here and, I don't know, make 4, 5, 6 campsites, something. But there'll be nice sites right along this stream that's over there. So yeah, that's a plan. So since that's all muddy down there, I can just get started right here. So that's a plan for today. I'll be just, you know, thinning out all this tiny stuff. I don't have to take down too many big trees. Maybe in the back when I start looping around. I don't have a definite like set road that I'm just gonna kind of wing it. So I know for sure I'm gonna make it straight here, but in the back there I'm not really sure where I'm gonna make the loop and come back around, and I know where the exit's gonna be. So I'm gonna try not to cut down too many big trees. You know, all the little stuff, the shrubs and you know, the smaller trees I'll cut down, but you know, I definitely don't want to cut any nice cherries or oak or maple that are like have nice straight stems on them, because you know, eventually they'll be lumber. But you know, other stuff that's kind of worthless or whatever, I'll try to make a route that way. So yeah, that's the plan. So I'm gonna warm up the chainsaw and start cutting in a road. All right, we got the saw. Just put a brand new blade on this thing, so this is gonna cut nice. And so I just want to do a before scene, which is this. This is before. Here's that road going down to my pop-up. So let's do a before, and then we'll do an after. Well, just a quick update. I've been working on this little driveway here for like 45 minutes, and look at that. It looks like an actual road almost. And all I did was I just took out the small brush. I left some of the bigger trees just to make sure this is where I want to go, because like I said, I'm just winging it, so I'm just doing it as I go here. But it actually looks like a road, you know. So I guess my goal right now is just to keep on going, and you know, I'm gonna make a loop all the way back around. So yeah, just gonna keep at it, keep going, and you know, I got a few more hours left in the day, and let's see how far we can go. Well, just thought I'd do an update here, and so what I did was I started over there and I made a big loop coming this way. It's just it's a rough loop right now that I use the ATV, and now I got to go in with the tractor here and try to make a nice little road. So as you can see, we got a nice clear path going up that way, at least big enough to get the backhoe through for now. I'll probably have to cut a little bit more trees, but I didn't want to have to cut the big trees if I was going to go a different route. So I just kind of cleared out the small trees, and looks like this is the way I'm going to go. So I'll probably have to cut a little bit more of the bigger ones as I go. And yeah, so I'm still waiting for this to dry here. That was the culvert that I put in. Still really wet and muddy. It's not draining as good as I thought. I don't know what's going on, but let's give you a quick update on this. So this one is completely underwater. So I got the culvert right there, and there's still water like kind of backed up in here. Let's check this other side. So this other side under that rock is the other one, and it is trickling out. I kind of made another well, it wasn't draining this. I kind of made a pool, and it wasn't draining, probably because it's mostly just clay, and the water just won't go through that clay. It just kind of sits there. So what I did was kind of trailed over, made like a little stream going this way, and then finally the water went out into the woods there and starting to kind of drain real slowly, but it's draining. But yeah, I don't know, I'm just having some water troubles, I guess. I don't know, I didn't think it was going to be this big of a deal, because it was just a very little amount of water that was over here, and now I got like rivers and lakes going on. But I don't know, I'm just kind of waiting for it to drain out, you know. It's not usually wet, it was just, we had a lot of rain, so the woods just like soaked. So just kind of waiting for everything to dry out and just kind of revisit over here, see what's going on. For the next couple of days, I want to try to make this road so I can get my camper in here for next year. So next year, if I can, you know, take the truck and camper and come up into here and be able to turn the camper around, and I'll come out there, and then if this is dry, I can go straight this way and leave. So yeah, my main goal is really trying to get the camper in here so I can do work. I do have that pop-up, but that pop-up just sucks. It's not very good. I need a travel trailer with like a shower and a toilet, and a refrigerator is definitely what I need. It's a new day, and let's see, yesterday I left off, I started making my driveway going up. I'm ripping off like 6 to 8 inches of the topsoil, and I'm getting down to a nice clay layer. But I noticed, you know, it's still just a little bit wet in there, and that kind of made me go back to my original problem, which was down here. Probably about 4 or 5 days ago, I put this this culvert in here. It's only a small little 4-inch. It's, you know, it's really weak, flexible. It's not really good stuff. It's not ideal for this situation, but that's all they had at Home Depot, and it is like just trickling out of there. But there's no reason why, you know, it shouldn't just drain all this. I don't know what's going on. I messed it up somewhere. Maybe it got crushed. Maybe maybe I didn't level it right. I don't know. I don't know what the issue is. Probably didn't dig it deep enough. So I'm gonna have to revisit this, because you know, this is my base area, and I need this dry. If this isn't draining, then, you know, the water up there is just kind of slowly go, and, you know, I just want to start here. So I'm going to abandon that project for today, and then come back, revisit this, and get this under control. So I'll dig it up. I do have another section of culvert right there. Maybe I'll put 2 in. Maybe this one's crushed, broken, I don't know. Just maybe I'll replace it. But yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna revisit this, dig it out, see what happened, and maybe I just need to dig it deeper. So let's start with that. And you know, this is my main road. I need to get this set before I can do anything, so I can bring campers in and drive the backhoe back and forth. If all this just turns to mud, then I'll be stuck at like square one. So I need to address this problem before I do anything. So let's get to it. Here we go. So I dug up, here's part of the old stuff. I'm not sure if it collapsed or just me digging it messed it all up, but as you can see, the water's definitely deep enough. It's coming in this way, and this, probably hard to tell on camera, but this is at least like 18 inches above this water flow. So I have no idea what the problem was. That pipe is still actually, let me take a look. If I can find the pipe, it's still not draining, and it's broken. I guess that's it right there. So yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna continue this trench, let this water flow, and I'll try again with a new pipe. And you know, maybe I put a boulder on top. I'm not sure. I don't know what happened. Here we go. We're gonna break through. The rock right there. going down and into there. So I don't know, I guess the drainage tube just must have been crushed, you know, I don't know. But there it goes, it's all draining now. That's what I like to see. Well, cool, well, I'll just wait for all this to drain, and then I'll put the new pipe in, bury it. Hopefully it'll work this time. This time I gotta make sure no boulders go on top of that. I think that's what happened. I think maybe some big rocks and big boulders pinched that tube. I don't know. I mean, there's definitely pitch. It's moving. So I'm not really sure what happened, but we'll try it again. Here we go. So this is kind of all drained out, and it's still kind of draining out that way. It's real slow draining because there's not a lot of drop. There's just a tiny amount of drop, so it's just going really slow. But it is draining. So I think my water problem's bigger than I realized, because when I'm working over here, I'm starting to get muddy and get stuck. So I think this water problem kind of continues this way, not as bad, but my tractor keeps on getting stuck right here. It's starting to turn all mud right now. All this is it's pretty wet. It's not soaking wet, but there is a hill, so the hill's going up this way, but it kind of flattens out here. So it looks like before I can continue with this road here, my tractor's getting stuck. So I'm gonna have to try to figure this water problem out. It looks like I'm probably gonna have to start making ditches over here, probably right here, and then I'll continue with this ditch. I wanna leave this big enough to take a turn. So I'm mostly going to be in here with campers to make this big U. So I need to make this turn really wide and sweeping, so my truck can, you know, make a big wide turn and go out that way. So I'm gonna have to, you know, eventually all this will be driveway. So the driveway probably come behind that tree right there and come this way. So I'll probably have to fill this back up and continue with that ditch. I'll make that ditch go this way. So yeah, I'll have to cover this back up. This is probably going to be part of the driveway, and then the ditch I'll make a turn and kind of come up through this way, a nice big wide sweep. So right now I'm kind of stuck. I can't do anything this way because I get this big opening. I'm just waiting for all that water to drain, and then I'll lay that pipe in and push it, and then I can get the tractor back that way. And I can't go this way because I keep getting stuck right there in the mud. So, and you know, there's the road. So I'm gonna wait for this to all drain up. I'll put that culvert in there, bury it, but in the meantime I guess I'll start making a ditch on this other side here. Maybe that'll help reduce all the water that I'm getting right here. I'm not really sure. I mean, it's kind of flat up there. I don't know why there's water down here, unless it's just coming kind of down the hill, I guess. But well, I'll try that first. I'll make a ditch and just see what it looks like. If it's really dry, then I know that's not the way to go with that ditch. If it's kind of like moist and wet, you know, obviously that will be a good place to put the ditch. So I guess I'll try that, because I'm kind of locked right now. I can't go this way or this way, so I got to do something. So I'll try that. I'll try making a ditch going up here and try that. Well, here we go. It's been overnight, and most of the stuff drained really well. I put the little 4-inch culvert in there. Again, this is just gonna be a temporary culvert because this is all I got. There we go. So I'm just gonna put nice soft gunk on here. For now, I'm gonna make sure there's no big rocks. Because last time I think I pinched it with big rocks, so I'm just putting kind of mud in there right now, just to cover that pipe nice and gently. And there we go. We'll just keep covering that pipe nice and gentle with mud. And then the rocks, I'll try to put these bigger rocks closer to the surface to kind of help keep the shape, you know. So here we go, the hole's all filled in. Got that little culvert down in there. I had a little problem with the tractor getting across. Again, this is my last day, so I wanted to get the tractor over into the property there and hide it in the woods, you know, so no one bothers it. So to get it over, I got stuck the first time, so I had to grab some logs, put them down here, and I made it through, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, it's not the prettiest road, but you know, it's just all mud right now. It's all soaking muck. So I'll give it you know, I won't be back for 6 months until probably April or May, by the time all the snow gets out of here, you know. So well, in the meantime, you know, I'm just gonna let this drain. As you can see, it's draining really good that way. A bunch of water coming this way. Right now I'm gonna cut that culvert so the water can start draining in there. Pick up all this old stuff, take it back, throw it away. Probably take out these logs. And yeah, so I dug a little trench right here so, you know, the water can, if there's any water coming through. So I got this kind of going down there. I got another trench right there. So this is kind of like a Y. And then on top of there, I got a trench coming all the way from where my truck is, all the way on the other side all the way on the other side of those trees there. And yeah, this is just kind of a muddy mess right here, so I couldn't really do too much until this dries out. And yeah, I'm just gonna continue the road in the spring. So when I first started, I really didn't know what I was going to do. I figured I'd just start building roads, but I didn't realize how big of a problem the water is going to be, which was a huge problem on this little piece of property right here. So I didn't get much road building done, but you know, I got a bunch of ditches dug, and hopefully in the next few months, you know, all this kind of just drains out and gets out of here. And you know, with all these drains in, hopefully this will dry, and then I could just take the rest of this topsoil off, and in the springtime call a rock truck, have them come in, dump loads of rock so I can, you know, start making a driveway. But yeah, well, that's it for this time until springtime. See you later.